What would happen if only one planet in our solar system vanished overnight? Have you ever thought about how lovely our solar system is? Moons, planets, and asteroids all appear to be in perfect harmony. No matter how big or small, solid and gaseous planets are held together by the laws of nature. This was observed by philosophers and scientists throughout history, but it wasn't until Newton that we realized what was holding everything together so precisely. There was gravity. As of right now, we are aware that gravity is what causes the incredible planetary dance in space. They acquire their spherical shape from it. Have you ever considered what may occur if one of the planets suddenly vanished, though? How would this perfect harmony change? The loss of gravity would cause some odd results if only one of the planets disappeared. For instance, Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars would be in grave danger if Jupiter vanished, as we will see later in this movie. To begin with, every planet is unique. If there is one thing that we have discovered about planets, and are continuously discovering thanks to fresh research on exoplanets, it is that there are many of them, and each one is unique in terms of size, composition, shape, mass distribution, as well as rotational axis and angular velocity. According to Newton's universal law of gravity, every item is attracted to every other object, and the stronger the pull of this force, the larger the mass of the objects in play. Therefore, in general, the gravitational field a planet produces is primarily dictated by its mass. In essence, the loss of a minor planet, for instance, won't have a significant impact on the behavior of the remaining planets. In this video, we'll examine what would occur on Earth if the other planets vanished overnight. We'll find that nothing unusual would occur for little planets like Venus or Neptune. However, bear in mind that these benefits are not permanent. In general, planetary systems are highly unstable. Physically speaking, this means that even a small shift in their orbits might cause the system as a whole to vanish over the course of millions or billions of years. Mercury should be discarded first. The first and smallest planet in our solar system is Mercury. It is closest to the Sun, and the Sun's enormous size greatly affects its gravity. The Sun is the solar system's most gigantic body, as you may already be aware. It makes up more than 99.8% of the mass of the solar system. On short timescales, however, the loss of Mercury would have little impact on the structure of the solar system. The planet is only a speck in the solar system due to its small size and closeness to the Sun. How often have you happened to look up at the sky at night and noticed a bright needle that wasn't sparkling? Venus was probably that. Venus has the ability to shine brightly in the evening. Venus is the brightest object visible in Earth's sky, other than the Sun and Moon. Venus never strays far from the Sun in its apparent location, since it is closer to the Sun than Earth, and is visible throughout the year as either a bright morning or evening star. Let's attempt to remove Venus from the system. What would take place? Although Venus's disappearance would not have a significant impact on the cosmos, it would undoubtedly have a negative impact on the night sky, since we would lose our morning star. The Earth would be considerably less romantic, and the sky would be a lot less vivid. So even if we destroyed Mercury or Venus, the Earth would still remain safe. What would happen if Mars suddenly vanished? First off, it would be unfortunate for humans because we intend to settle there in the future. Mars has been thoroughly studied by more than 56 exploration missions, making it the solar system's most explored planet. The orbit of Earth essentially remains unchanged if Mars disappears, although over a long period of time, you would notice a decrease in the number of asteroids heading in our direction. This is due to Mars' ability to operate as a slingshot, speeding some asteroids into Earth. Contrary to popular belief, humans would be safer without Mars. Isn't it incredible? Let's examine this mechanism's operation. Asteroids are often held firmly in place by Jupiter's powerful gravity, but occasionally, a process known as gravity resonance causes them to be propelled out of their orbit. The asteroid is drawn toward this anomaly by the Sun's powerful gravity. Here, the gravity of Mars is at work. The asteroids are launched at Earth by Mars, acting as a slingshot. Mars does raise the likelihood of asteroids hitting Earth, even though they may pass with several million kilometers to spare. Let's advance and get to Jupiter. The second most massive body in the solar system and its big brother, Jupiter, is crucial to the continuation of life as we know it on Earth. Jupiter shields us from interstellar bullies. Because of its massive gravitational field, Jupiter has protected Earth and the other rocky planets in the solar system for the past billion years. In fact, it is so big and powerful that it can throw asteroids headed for Earth out of the solar system. You can see in this animation how the comet Shoemaker-Levy actually crashed into Jupiter in 1994. In fact, it routinely experiences long-range comet collisions, producing some striking scars. We produced a video about this subject earlier on our channel. Why don't you investigate it? Additionally, there is a chance that some of Jupiter's moons could collide with other planets in our solar system, and others could someday begin orbiting the Sun if Jupiter remains, but its moons do not. Furthermore, preserving the human species from extinction was the same reason we established colonies on Mars. However, Mars won't be secure either now that Jupiter is gone. As a result, our effort to restore humanity will need enormous intergalactic jumps. Additionally, although it has not yet been verified, Jupiter's absence may have a minor impact on our climate. So please don't let Jupiter vanish, people. The second largest planet in the solar system, Saturn, is the sixth planet overall. Because of its exquisite collection of rings, which give it a magnificent appearance, it is sometimes referred to as the Lord of the Rings. View it from the Cassini spacecraft, please. Additionally, Saturn has 62 moons, including Titan, which is larger than Mercury. The second biggest natural satellite in the solar system, Titan is Saturn's largest moon. Due to Saturn's size and mass, its disappearance would likely have some impact on the orbits of Jupiter and Uranus, but it is difficult to imagine that Saturn's disappearance would have a similar effect on the smaller inner planets given its distance from the inner ring of planets. Saturn is the only moon known to have a dense atmosphere, and it is the only known object in space other than Earth on which clear evidence of stable bodies of surface liquid has been found. As of right now, it appears that Jupiter is the only planet that has the potential to significantly affect Earth's future. What about the final two planets, Neptune and Uranus? Hey, why don't you subscribe and press the bell notification before we get to Uranus and Neptune? You won't miss any of our videos if you do this. Although Uranus is large, it is incredibly far away. As we all know, the gravitational pull is inversely proportional to the distance of the objects being considered, according to the universal law of gravity. The pull Uranus exerts on the other planets is quite small because it is so far away. However, it undoubtedly has an impact on the Kuiper Belt and the solar system's outer ring. Make it funnier, though. Assuming nothing else changes, let's put Uranus next to our planet. In this scenario, our planet would lose its tides and be torn apart by the gravitational pull of a much larger planet. We'd all perish. So, if someone were to ask you to pick between making Uranus vanish and bringing it close to Earth, you should probably select the former. Neptune's disappearance won't cause anything unusual to occur, but as we already mentioned, this is only true in the near future. Let's examine the long-term effects of, for instance, a 0.1% shift in Neptune's orbit on the solar system. The planets would collide if this was sufficient. According to astronomers, if Neptune's orbit suddenly underwent this minor adjustment, a nearby star that approaches our solar system too closely may cause it to become chaotic. Simulations offer considerable evidence in favor of this. They said that to confuse planets, a passing star just had to move Neptune's position by 3 times the separation between Earth and the Sun. A crucial tool for astrophysicists is simulations. Numerous astrophysical phenomena are studied using numerical simulations, such as the distribution of dark matter on large and small scales, the properties of X-ray clusters, high-resolution simulations of the interstellar medium, the formation and evolution of galaxies, the disruption of Milky Way satellites, the formation of planets, and the evolution of their atmospheres in extreme environments. Not to mention, a simulation's results should always be able to replicate what we see in the universe. A simulation with poor physics is probably unable to replicate the observations. It could be time to update our theories if that occurs. So, what we discovered today is that, shockingly, the absence of a planet, with the exception of Jupiter, would not have a significant impact on our environment. The changes brought about by the departure would initially be negligible, but they might gradually grow over time. It's difficult to predict how such changes might combine and develop a million years from now. So, be composed and chill. The cosmos and our solar system are more secure than you would imagine. The presence of humans is conceivably the most hazardous thing in the solar system. Everything will be all right if we are kind to our planet. Here's where the video ends. What do you believe of it? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below and be sure to view our other solar system films.